Hi guys, today we're down at Loudham's and we're looking at this. It's the new Swift Trekker and the Trekker X. So this could be your next van. And I say that's a bold statement, I know it is, but I tell you what, these Swift Trekkers, they are really something special. Not just because of the really funky kind of paint called grey matter, that's what this paint colour is called, and all the yellow graphics and everything. They have done a lovely job about how they look, but actually this is a really complete big van. So if you're looking for something which can have 4 belted seats for travel, and you want to be able to sleep 4, this can do that. Every single Trekker comes with a pop top. So this has got a SCA made pop top on this. Bed size in that, I think it's about 2 meters by 130, something like that.
It's
huge,
big, isn't it? That's like king size bed.
Big old bed up there. Frolly springs up there, super comfy. Solar panel on top, and we'll show you it's got another few nice features in there as well, like a skylight and all that kind of stuff. It's really, really decent quality roof. And obviously it's a full-size, full-height van. So you've got your shower, toilet, full cooking in here, all of that kind of stuff. It's just perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at, there's 2 lengths of it. What we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the Trekker, which is the 5.5 metre long van, and then we're going to have a look at the Trekker X, which is the 6 metre long van, and we'll tell you the differences between the two, because there are a few small differences. Not least, there's a little bit of a price difference. Not a big price difference, but a little bit of a price difference. And before we get started anywhere, look at this price. I tell you what, $79.95 for this van, I think, could be a fantastic bargain. So let's go and have a bit of a browse inside. We'll give you a bit of a walkthrough of each, a few features and all that kind of stuff, what makes it different to other vans that we've seen recently, and then we'll have a look at the longer one. Let's have a look.
Welcome to the inside of this fab Trekker van. So, got a pull-out step down here to start with. That's really important when you're short like me, because it's a long way up into these big vans. On the outside here, you can see that's where you get your little switch for that step. And what's behind this one? Oh, a nice 3-pin socket. I tell you what, that's quite handy to have accessible for outside. Nice. Okay, so coming into the van here, your typical step up into it, and on this particular one you get I think it's a 50-litre fridge, which is a Dometic fridge, which you open this way round. Not particularly great for filming there. Will's just going to have to bring the camera around. And you can see you get a little freezer box in there as well, so nice and easily accessible.
They're not shy in giving you power.
They're not, no. Got another couple here. Oh, and then what's this that I see here? So what do? Well, that pulls down. Oh, you get an extending bit of work surface here for the kitchen unit that's up there.
Power socket.
Yeah.
Coffee shelf.
Coffee shelf.
Coffee shelf.
Okay.
Nespresso shelf.
Yes. Yeah, I could go with that.
Yeah, I
see where you're coming from there, Will. It's nice though. Nice to have a little bit of a extended
beverages are available.
Extended bit there. Yep. Okay. So obviously your driver and your passenger seats there can turn around fully. They look quite nicely reupholstered actually. They're not seat covers. That's actually reupholstered there with this.
So it's got this kind of leathery, probably pleather.
I don't think that's leather, but it feels nice.
But it's got this kind of funky wool almost on the side. It's the yellow stitching, the grey and yellow for me.
And you've got your 2 armrests, and that's on both seats, so they obviously swivel all the way around there.
Yeah,
nice.
both swivels.
Yeah.
See, this one's a manual gearbox in this one. You can have an auto, can't you, for about £1,800?
I think it was £1,700 or £1,800, yeah, something like that. Got a little bit of storage space above your cab here, as per normal, and then as we've already seen from the outside, you get your pop top up there, so we'll have a look at that separately. But you can see you've actually got a roof skylight within that pop top, which is nice as well. So even when the roof's down, I expect you can use that.
That's really nice,
and actually have some light into the van, because that does tend to be a little bit missing when you have a van with a pop top. Pop top's got to be up for you to get any light into the van, so That's really quite nice.
And if you're thinking about, if anyone was thinking about this van being a couple rather than couple plus two, or a, you know, wanted to carry 4 people, actually, if you don't really think you're going to use the pop top, then still having that skylight's a real advantage, like you say, for light.
But you've got the flexibility to sleep another couple, or if you're going away with a friend or something like that, 2 separate beds is always nice as well. There's a funky piece of storage up here, which is behind this bit of fabric. I'm going to struggle to reach it, so I think Will's going to have to give me a little bit of a hand with that. Now you can see the zip there.
So there's a zip which goes around here. My only thought with this, that is quite a small zip, and it's got a very small little tab on. It would have been nice if that was just something slightly
bit more rugged,
bigger, because the van looks rugged. If you're using that a lot, I can see that could be problematic. Anyway, probably could get that changed quite easily.
Bet you could.
That is a really nice, I don't think I've ever seen that on a van before. Nice little fabric zipper compartment. I'm not sure what you put in there. Sweets, crisps, marshmallows.
Coffee kit, apparently, ready for your coffee shelf in the morning. You could maybe even plug it in up there, because you've got a 3-pin socket if you wanted to dispense your coffee up in the air.
Well,
but that's for your TV, and
stuff,
you've obviously got a 12 volt there too.
That'll be why that's there.
Yeah.
So you can mount your TV.
Panel. Okay, so we've got some overhead storage here too. Oh, there we go. It's got quite a spring on it.
They're big units, aren't they?
Good big shelf there with a nice little hidey hole bit.
They've
at
got
the
some
back.
really nice big units.
Yeah. Good positive clip shut, and then these kind of sort of nooks with laces. Oh, you could. Oh, that's your evening entertainment there, isn't it? Yeah.
Play us a tune. No, don't.
Okay, I'll stop there.
It's like playing bass on the side.
So windows here, they're opening windows. That feels quite tough at the moment. I don't want to do anything to break anything. But
nice integrated blind.
Nice integrated blind there.
In a modern white rather than a beige.
And your fly screen. So your normal.
Lovely.
Pull up for one and pull down for the other.
Looks like a good seating arrangement back there
nook here. Oh, and what's this? Got a USB here. That's nice. That's a twin USB-A socket. 5 volts, 2.1 amps. Yeah, that's good. Handy for charging up your phones and bits. There's a couple of belted seats. Looks like they've got ISOFIX in them as well.
Very nice.
Which is pretty easy to get out with this nice big cushion in there.
Yeah.
Looks comfy. And
well, here's on a rail, isn't it, at the end? We won't mess about with this too much.
It looks like there is a bit that you can sort of pull out, swivel round. Does it do? Which way does it go?
Oh, it's coming.
There we go.
Oh, it's a stiff one.
There we go.
There we go. Look
at
that.
That's an enormous table.
So I'm sitting in the passenger seat, and
you can jump your little paper van.
Whee!
There we go. Sorry, a little bit childish there.
Simple things. I can't get out now. This table's so long.
Where was the? There it is.
But that's really good though, to be able to have everyone with a plate in front of them.
Yeah, you can properly dine.
Yeah.
4 people actually.
Because sometimes you end up sitting right on the edge of the seat trying to reach the table, and that definitely thought about that. That's fantastic.
That's nice. Okay, so further down then, looks like you've got your blown air heating, comes out of the bottom of the bench there.
Yeah.
That's another bit there for your blown air heating, so that panel you can't get in. And then we've got some drawers, so kind of start of a cutlery drawer there. Looks like you could put a tray in there of a fairly standard size.
Good positive action.
Good positive action, yeah.
Catches on all of that.
Nice deep drawer there. Oh, that's not a drawer. That's a kind of pull down cupboard. It's just not a drawer. I was expecting to be able to pull it out.
And then what have you got? Normal Dometic sink and hob combo up the top here. Oh,
yep.
Nice pot stands.
They are actually, aren't they? It's like cast iron, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that. And then a sink. So obviously hot and cold water in this one. Good deep sink actually in there.
It is, yeah.
Nice. So hot and cold water. It's got a Whale heating system with a Whale 8-litre hot water boiler.
Okay.
In this one. And that runs on gas and electric.
Okay, so if you're on hookup then
240 volt electric.
Yeah. Got a couple of cupboards up here. Oh, okay, so one big cupboard this is.
Ooh. Oh, nice.
And then some switches there, look, for your fresh weight and your
now I read about
wastewater.
That is the switch to drain it.
Oh!
So no getting outside like the old days.
Nice.
Yeah, you go in there, press the button and it just dumps it out.
I like that. As long as you're over a proper grid and all of that kind of stuff.
Not while you're driving along.
Not while you're driving along. No.
Although you shouldn't be walking around in the back here while you're driving.
No,
Anyway.
no. Anyway, move on swiftly.
Should we swap round places?
Let's have a swap.
I'll come around the back
Okay.
there.
So we're going to move on to what's behind this interesting looking door. Now here, it's got a magnet that holds it closed, so you do have to give it a good tug. Oh, there he is!
Right. This is the washroom, and I'll tell you what, they've made a good sized space here. You can tell the transits are slightly higher as well, because there's loads of head height for me. I'm 6'1", and loads of head height in here. So first things first, space in terms of the shower cubicle here. I think this is well, it's definitely bigger than our van, our Sven Heading. It's bigger, slightly different shape, but the toilet's a good height. So
it's
actually,
a bit lower, isn't it?
In terms of whether it's easy to sit on and everything else, yes. And actually, Sarah's probably better doing this than me because she's got little tiny legs.
Oi.
Actually, it's a good sized space. I particularly like this sink because obviously it's out the way at the moment. But if you do that, you get a sink.
Ta-da!
Proper sized plug hole.
That's nice,
which
isn't
is
it?
nice. But usually these sinks, when they fold down, they don't have a back, which means that if you're trying to wash your face or have a shave or anything, you can't actually fill the bowl. Whereas with this, obviously, proper bag.
Yep.
It is plastic, but you can put your plug in and actually fill it with some water in there. This tap is...
It's enormous.
I don't know whether it really needs to be that big, because, there's
a good amount of clearance there, isn't there? But
clearly someone in the buying department at Swift thought, let's go large.
Let's go large,
why not? Fair play. I think that's a
couple of nice little lights there on your shelf.
Yeah.
And there's me in the mirror. Good. Hello, everybody.
And then nice little storage cupboard in there as well. Obviously you've got lots of lighting in here. You've got other bits and pieces like a nice little hook, which is collapsible.
And I think, looking around this, it is a washroom, as in it's a waterproof washroom.
And I bet
so there's no curtain.
That's right.
I can't see any rail for a curtain.
No curtain.
And what's this that we've just found here?
So this is a Dometic waterproof toilet roll holder.
Oh, now that I want one. I like that.
So easily pleased.
I am very easily pleased. And you've got, I think there's a little heater.
That's a heater vent, yeah.
Vent there too, isn't there?
And the other most important thing, of course, 2 drain holes in the bottom. So if your van isn't level when you're having a shower and stuff, it's still going to drain. So that's all good.
Nice.
And as Sarah said, magnetic strip on the door, which holds the door shut, which is a real bonus. So I think all in all, cracking washroom in this.
It's a big washroom, yeah.
Right, time to spin around again and let's talk about the bed.
There's this lovely little design feature on this one too here, that's actually, this is a sort of perspex screen with the wood kind of in there that actually just
it's nice.
Quite nice. Yeah, just a nice little bit of a design touch actually, a bit different.
I like the illusion that it because it lets you see through to the back of the van, but it still gives you a divider. Somebody with a design head on them there has really thought about that.
It is nice, yeah. So what have we got in here then? So is your kind of garage cum bed, basically.
So got plenty of tie-down hooks and things on the floor, which is good.
And lots of various bits of storage, so lots of drawers.
There's a lot of drawers.
That's obviously your gas cupboard down here, more drawers there, you've got another heater.
I think
that
might
bit
be like
there.
a techie cupboard.
Tech cupboard.
Is it a technical cupboard?
It's got gas.
Oh yeah, lots of things in there. Look.
Will likes this kind of cupboard.
I like technical cupboards. Yeah, so that's your whale water heater and everything in there. You've got a drain. I suspect your leisure battery and other bits and pieces are behind here. That's the usual place for them.
And that's your gas bottle.
That's your ladder in there, look, for the pop top.
Really
good that it's got a proper place to store it.
Yes, I was wondering where that went.
Because usually they just kick about inside the van, don't they?
And then on each side, held in with another magnet.
There's lots of magnets in the back.
So this way up.
This is this way up.
Which I'm thinking then is how you start to think about making your bed up. So there's one on this side as well.
So does it just slide into the...
Yeah, I'm going to have to get the other one out as well.
So there's one either side.
Oh, that's a tough magnet. There we go. Don't want to break anything. But equally you don't want these flying around your van when you go around a corner because they are chunky. So
you just slide it in, indeed.
Just slide it in, I think.
Okay.
There's one. Oh, I didn't do that the right way around, did I? What a plonker.
Yeah, so it just, when you pop this bit down, just gives it something to rest on.
There we go. Yeah, done.
Excellent.
Okay, shall we put the bed down then?
So I think, is that those straps at the back?
It is. I'm going to have to be a little careful here about
I'll tell you
I'm doing.
Why don't I?
We're going to have to come in, because I don't want to fall out the back of the van.
Only because I'm taller.
Okay, we'll let him do it.
Let's get these bits of bed down then. So never done this before, so hopefully I'm going to get this right. So now, from what I read, these are actually custom duvet mattresses that you get with the van. Actual duvet.
So it's like a memory foamish kind of padded there.
And when you look underneath, if I just move that one out of the way, it's got, I don't know whether they're frolly, they're climber plucks.
Ooh.
Not heard of climber plucks before.
Kind of frolly, but not frolly.
But it's obviously going to do the same kind of thing, isn't it?
Same idea,
If I just lower that down.
Yeah, that's coming.
Just move this one out of the way a bit.
There we go. Ta-da!
Duvet.
Oh, mini ladder.
Oh, so is that's going to be for...
Oh, that's so you can get into bed.
But more
They've
importantly,
thought of short people.
Let's just have a look at this kind of space that you've got at the back here. Look at this. So,
ooh,
padded headboard.
Nice. I like the lighting.
Actually, loads of space to be able to sit up in bed.
Yes.
For a start, I love the lighting. That is cool.
That is nice.
Oh.
Let's come back and see it through the nice wooden slats.
That's good.
Nice.
So no cupboards on this side. You've got a bit of a shelf at the top, which is quite nice.
Some nice lights as well.
Speakers at the top here.
Ooh.
Not sure what those are connected to. Maybe a Bluetooth system.
They're Kenwood.
Not sure.
So they've put some decent ones in. Nice.
The world's largest cupboard door you've ever seen.
That is enormous.
A huge cupboard in there.
And a teeny tiny little window.
Now that is important because I was thinking there's going to be a real problem at the back here with ventilation, because when you have a look at these back doors, let me just shut one of these for a second. Ooh.
They've actually used the glass that you would get if you spec'd a rear window in one of these vans from the factory,
it's got
haven't
the proper Ford glass, which is nice because you get a heated window.
Yeah, nice.
And obviously they put proper blinds and things in, lovely, but obviously it doesn't open. So
hot van.
That is really important, and it's really good to see that somebody's thought somewhere. Actually, it could get a bit warm at the back here.
I presume that's got blinds on it. Yeah,
fly screen.
The normal fly screen and blind. Nice.
It's the smallest blind I think I've ever seen.
Teeny.
I've just occurred to me, that Perspex, that's going to hold your pillows in place.
It will hold your pillows in place. It will stop you dropping them into the sink.
That's true.
So if I was having a nice lie-in, and Will decided that he was going to get up and make me a nice cup of tea, or a coffee maybe.
It might happen.
It might happen. Yeah, he's not going to end up sloshing me in the face with water. Or whilst he even does some washing up, maybe.
It's, genuinely, it feels like somebody somewhere in the design team has thought this through. Really thought this through. I like it.
It's real nice. I have to figure out where you put this little ladder, because I like the fact that somebody has actually thought about being able to climb up into the bed, because that sorely gets forgotten quite often. You just meant to miraculously levitate into bed.
Makes good sense.
It does.
Right, should we have a quick tour around the outside of this? Just features and other bits and pieces.
Just noticed this nice little bit of lighting up here. Beautiful. Actually. So it's that continuation
it's
of
got
the
wood as
wood
well.
bit in it, and that comes all the way. Well, I was just going to say actually, just before we do move on, how wide is this bed?
120.
Okay, so that's kind of equivalent
and
to
185 long.
So 185 long, 120 wide. So that's about the same as the California roof bed. So,
although the California roof beds are longer than 185.
It is, yeah. So it's not the longest bed in the world, but in terms of width, it's about a UK small double.
Yep.
So snug but perfectly doable.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's have a look at the outside then. Right, let's have a bit of a tour around this then. So it is in grey matter, which is the colour of this. Obviously it's got plenty of decals on and everything else. Comes with these 16-inch black alloys from Ford. Let's be honest, it wouldn't take a lot to give this the proper swamper look. get some nice BF Goodrich wheels on there, tyres on there, some black rhinos or some OZ wheels, something like that, snorkel on it, that kind of stuff, possibly some laser lights, maybe even think about getting a ladder on the back, 5th spare wheel, that kind of thing. Could make this look absolutely amazing from an off-road perspective. But that said, look at what they've managed to do with this Ford Transit already. I think this is an incredible build they've put on this. So obviously custom side paneling to be able to give you that extra width inside, all of these extra panels that we've got here, the window, obviously you saw nice flush fitting window, that's most important for aerodynamics and noise when you're driving along. You've got an external barbecue point right here, so I think this slides upwards. So you've got an external gas point for your barbecue, which is very nice. Obviously you've got your toilet hatch right there, obviously electric hookup that this is plugged into, and then you've got a cold water external shower which plugs in there too. So although actually that's where you feed the water in, I think, but there is an external shower point somewhere on the van that I read. So really a fantastic conversion of this Transit, and when you consider that the roof is an SCA roof, so really super quality roof, and obviously it's very sizable as well. I think it's 205 long and 130 wide, I think the roof is. It's a really big roof. So as standard on these, fuel Omni-Store awning, you get an external light as well for your door. Obviously you've already spotted it, the door is on the UK side, which is a big help for when you want to go in and out of the van. You can see in the cab area here through the window, you've got all of the nice pleated blinds for privacy at night. That's all included. Obviously one which runs along the dashboard as well, all included. It's got an aftermarket head unit installed from Swift themselves, which allows you to use CarPlay and all of that stuff that you're used to. Solar panel on the roof, comes with a 100-watt solar panel mounted on top of the pop top as well. Every box that you think, actually, that's a box I'd like to tick, someone's already done it on the spec. Really fantastic job at Swift on these. Now we just need to see what do you get for another half metre inside. Let's check out the Trekker X. We're standing in the Trekker X at the back, so obviously being another half metre long, so this is a 6 metre long van, we're going to see a bit more space in the bed area at the back. So let's try and learn from how Sarah did it.
And not basically lock yourself in to the point that you can't move.
Yeah, I'm getting there,
Okay, yeah.
This one down, just the same. It looks bigger already, I have to say.
Yeah.
That side down there, lift that up. There we go.
Nice.
So you can already tell.
And yes, it does have the little points down here as well for a ladder. So although I can't see the ladder in here,
so you can tell immediately, 2 cupboards at the top here,
yes,
rather than 1. And it definitely is wider.
And you still have your teeny tiny little window.
So same size window, but actually everything just feels a bit more spacious.
Yeah,
here.
so what's the size of this bed then?
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's 4'6", I know that.
Okay, so a
So what is
standard
that,
UK double then.
136?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, standard UK double.
Yeah, and interestingly, because you've now got the fridge, we'll cover the other bits in the kitchen which are different, but because you've got the fridge there, it feels a bit more absolute. So it doesn't, the 5.5 metre felt a bit more open because of
you've
the
got that nice
perspex.
little wood panel, haven't you?
Whereas this at the back now feels a bit more enclosed, and some might like that. It feels more bedroom-like.
Yeah.
Because you've got a solid panel next to the fridge. But let me say I'll just show you what I'm talking about. So Sarah's standing in the gap there.
So this is where you have that perspex panel with the sink the other side in the other van. But this is where you end up with a fridge. So if you want handy access,
It's got one of those fridges which you can open both sides, isn't it?
You have beer in bed.
Beer in bed. Sounds like a plan. So obviously under the back here you get more storage. In the 6 metre long van, the Trekker X, the garage area is slightly longer. You can see the drawers are slightly wider. All makes logical sense really when you've got that extra size on the bed at the top.
Okay, so this kitchen unit that you get on the X is a little bit different to the non-X.
Trekker.
Trekker. Just Trekker, not Trekker X. So you get one of these double-sided fridges.
Very
like
nice.
that, with a freezer box in it.
Bigger as well, that's 70 litre.
70 litres, so you get another 20 litres of fridge. An array of drawers down here, and another cupboard up here in this particular point as well.
On there?
This is your oven? Grill?
Yeah. Grill, oven?
Definitely says, what have you got?
Grill.
1, 2, 3, what is it? It's grill. Grill, maybe grill oven?
I think it's a grill and oven.
Grill and oven, I think. I'm going to go with grill and oven. Quite handy. Exactly the same gas, hob and sink as the other one.
Little twin cupboard at the top as well.
Cupboards up here. This at the end here is different. So if you remember on the other one you could sort of spin a piece out. There's actually a fold up bit there.
Come round for that. Bathroom's
but the
same.
bathroom is basically
Just reversed.
exactly the same size. It's just reversed. So your toilet's over here rather than over here, and vice versa.
Dead straightforward.
Yep. With the same
Magnetic.
type of door with the magnetic shut on it. There. Just a bit stronger on that one.
Right.
This is quite a lot more narrow because you've got this bit here with the fridge and things all feeling a little bit more narrow. We're told on good authority it's about 3 centimetres different.
Somebody's measured it.
Somebody's measured it. So you've got 3 centimetres less on this one. So you can see here.
Yeah, if you just go back a little bit. Yeah,
and then it gets even more narrow there. So
Yeah.
I can just get my hips in that.
Yeah, so just something to be aware of in the longer van.
Yeah.
Right, I'll come around to the front. Let's have a look at what you've got there.
Welcome to the front. So, this area here is wider than
It's
on
got
the
the same size step
Trekker.
though.
Same size step.
Needs a wider step.
But you end up with but you've got a bigger area here to come into your van. So no fridge on the end here. So this area is
That's nice.
a bit wider anyway from you not trying to get in there to fridge. And you've got this different idea for extending your workspace
it's got
there.
a good spring noise.
Has got a good spring. So rather than the bit that you brought out there now,
Now
how
this
do you
should be
put this in
interesting.
there? I'll behave. He can be quite nasty, really, can't he?
I think
What
you
do we
lift
think
it
we
and then
do?
you have to push those arms down. You got it. You got it.
There we go. You see. Thank you.
It's the same as the van in Australia.
That's very true. Yes. So switch for the steps.
Same again.
3-pin plug socket there, and then you've got another 2 sockets here,
Not-
the same
not
as the
forgotten
other
them
one.
then.
Bizarrely, one that way around and one that way around. That might just get my OCD going just a little bit. You've got your 2 front seats that can swivel around the same cab space, same roof,
It is exactly the same.
Exactly
roof,
the same.
Same dimension, same everything.
same
Zipper
fabricy storage pocket, same ability to play some tunes on the storage at the front.
Does it play
there.
the same notes?
Does it play? Sounds very similar. Yes.
Same notes.
Same
Excellent.
notes. Your USB socket down there as well for plugging in phones and bits.
Fly screen.
Fly screen and things here.
Yeah, and there's
Yeah.
one on the door here as well.
And they did have this one on the smaller one as well. We don't think we actually showed you
Correct.
that particular one.
Correct.
What's this one up here? Oh, that's
More
the
lights.
light switches.
So it's extremely similar, isn't it?
Just a
Extremely
bit of a
similar.
different layout. Slightly narrower corridor.
And as it says here, it's £1,000 more.
That's not a lot, really, is it?
£1,000 for half a metre.
For a whole new half a metre.
So it just depends whether you want that bigger bed and whether you can park it where you usually would.
Yeah.
Obviously a 5.5 metre van is slightly easier to park generally, so it depends whether you need that extra length.
Yeah, we should get a ladder out on this one or the other one, shouldn't we, and show people just upstairs, just have a little bit of a look around the inside of the roof
sounds
too.
sensible.
It's a long way up there though. Welcome to the upstairs pop-top roof. It's got some beautiful lighting in here. You can see all around the edge that lighting, and there's a cable just tucked away down the back. So lovely big mattress. I think it's verging on a king size, quite nice and thick, with the usual types of springs under there, make it a lot more comfortable. You can see that the side's got all of this ventilation in it for you to get some air in. And then this fold down bit at the front here as well. Nice view of the reception there at Loudham's as I come round. And then down the other side there into that lighting. So you can see right up here is where you have the skylight as well, which is lovely for a pop top. So even when you're closed in here and all snuggly in the bed with all the canvas closed in, you can still have the skylight open if you want to and do some stargazing. Really nice idea. And the other thing whilst you're up here too is they've actually thought quite hard about this. So a couple of USB sockets there as well, and then there's your light switch for the pop top, which is nice. A couple of little bits of storage down here there too, and on the other side some storage there as well. Obviously quite a substantial way down, so you're going to want to make sure if you're putting kids up here that they're perfectly capable of getting themselves down safely and up safely as well. But a really nice space.
So the cab area, just finally, Ford Transit, standard Ford Transit if you've seen one of these before, and obviously both the Trekker X and the standard Trekker, both the same in this regard. One option which is the automatic gearbox, usually a 6-speed manual, and they haven't really skimped on anything in here either, to be honest, because you've got nice leather steering wheel, cruise control, lane assist, obviously all of your normal air conditioning and everything else. They've also put this head unit in, as I said earlier, which has got Apple CarPlay and all of that normal stuff you would expect to see. Obviously your cab blind and everything in there too. So really another great space to be. Automatic wipers and lights and things as you'd expect. So a nice comfortable cab area, good for long-term touring. Just to finish things off, just if you were wondering, this is how you control the van. This is the nerve centre of the van at the front here. So you've got all your heater controls and all of your hot water and everything on this one. And then this one gives you all of your bits and bobs like your lighting, water levels, power, and tells you things like your temperature. So inside the van at the moment 21, outside 19. Not sure how that works because we're in Loudham's. It should all be the same surely. But just click back here, so your lighting, you can turn on all of the dimmers and outside lighting and all of that kind of thing. Power, obviously it tells you your battery, voltage, currents, all that kind of stuff. This is the vehicle battery itself, so it shows you that it's charging, and it gives you your information about your solar as well on there. Water levels, obviously there's no water in the van at the moment. You can turn your pump on and off, and your wastewater as well. So really nifty actually, I like that. And you can turn the van off completely, put it on the clock. So really nice to have something modern and touchscreen in the van. Well, there you go then. There is the tour of the Trekker and the Trekker X from Swift. It feels like it's been a really long video. There's actually a lot to talk about with these vans. Yeah. So really excited. And isn't it great that there's such good choice on the market now? You know, all the big manufacturers starting to come out with something a bit new, a bit fresh, and lots of different things for different people, which is brilliant.
It's a nice kind of bit of colour coordination and things. I like the look of it and the types of stitching that they've done, and try to make it look quite more individual, because there has been the occasional time where you look around vans and you think, looks a bit caravan-y.
Carbon copy.
Or caravan-y, basically. Floral or a bit brown. And no, I like it actually. It's good.
They're bang on the money, I think, with the colour schemes, the different finishes in here, things like the headboard that they've upholstered at the back and things. You know,
with the lighting around it as well.
Who doesn't want to lie in bed in the morning or sit up and, you know, scroll through the news or listen to the radio or, you know, just relax in the van? Just makes sense what they've done with these. I think design-wise, really fantastic. All the materials feel good as well. I think this could be a real contender for people. Either if you've got a van at the moment, it's aging a little bit, you want something new and fresh, or if you've got something which might be a bit smaller but is a pop top, so maybe you've got a transporter or a transit at the moment with a pop top, and you're thinking, I just need that thing that I can stand up in, but I still want to take the grandkids with us or the kids.
It's nice
or
to
just for
have
two.
that option of the 5.5 metre for those people who are coming from a pop top. So you're a family of 4, you want something just that little bit bigger that you can stand up in, as well as being able to have the bed upstairs, but you really don't want to compromise too much on the length. So that 5.5 metres is actually quite a nice size.
I think, personally, the 5.5 metre for me is the one.
Yeah, if you can put up with, and I say that in the literally
Smaller
just
bed.
put up with having the smaller bed, but if you're coming from a Cali and you were quite happy with the size of your beds in the Cali or any other transporter kind of conversion, that'll suit you absolutely fine.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the only real differences are the size of the fridge and where it is in the van.
Yeah.
And the bed size at the back.
Whether you want beer in bed.
And whether you want beer in bed from that amazing fridge that you can open from lying in bed now. That might be a winner for
That
some.
might be the thing, so it's no compromise.
Let us know in the comments below what you think to this new Trekker and Trekker X, and if it's going to be a contender for you. Let us know if beer in bed is one of your favourites. We'd love to know.
Yep.
So, hopefully that's been helpful. Bit of a tour. We love looking around new vans like this. It's really exciting. Hopefully you've enjoyed our tour.
Yeah.
We'll see you again soon for some more
Campervan
Campervan time.